That right there is a tarantula. You do not expect that to be crossing the road ever. We've seen a lot of things crossing the road, a lot of birds, we even seen an armadillo, but we just saw a tarantula for the first time.
My dad's sleeping right now. He's really tired because we've been on the road for a very long time and it's been a long trip and a really fun trip. And this is my dad. Could you see him?
Good morning. We are at the crown jewel of Bonito, Abismo Anhumas. This is supposed to be an incredible rappelling adventure. We're gonna go floating through a cave. And then also here you can go snorkeling and scuba diving, but we're not doing that. We're just doing the rappelling and boating portion. But it's supposed to be incredibly beautiful. We're gonna be rappelling 72 meters down. And the water is supposed to be just crystal clear all the way down to this massive underground lake. Okay, so this is the Abismo. This is where we're at right here. We get lowered down rappelling into this underwater cave with stalactites and stalagmites. It's supposed to be clear all the way down to the bottom, and this is like a natural phenomenon that happens here in Brazil, and it's incredible. That's where I was showing you earlier. That hole in the ground is actually this massive underground cave. Okay, you can't even see it. The light doesn't do it justice, but it's massive and incredible down here. What do you think?
Good. It's exciting. It's just beautiful, this place.
It's cool, huh?
It's amazing.
I was gonna tell Maxwell to pretend to fall in so he could swim.
Yeah, I double dare you. Fall in on accident.
Like he accidentally. No, because he accidentally tripped me. So you could pretend to trip.
I know. Well, I'm like right here on the edge of the water.
So can I push you in?
No.
Vocês são da onde?
Austrália.
E aqui também?
Dos Estados Unidos.
morcego hematófago, que se alimenta de sangue de animais. Então eles saem para caçar no final do dia, no pôr do sol.
This cave is incredible. It feels primitive and private and like sacred, like humans aren't allowed in here. And it's also very scary, like you're in a deep, dark cave, which is also powerful and fun and adventurous. I just always feel so blessed to experience our earth in this way, like underground in this beautiful water, like zero filter. It's like turquoise and clear all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so we're gonna take a boat ride through the cave, but people can snorkel and scuba dive in here, and we're not doing that today. I'm kind of wishing we would have. It's also freezing cold in here, especially for the divers in the water, but like, this is spectacular. That was the most incredible experience that I've had yet, that my boys have had as well. And we've had some amazing experiences here in Brazil, and this is just massive adventure, beautiful nature, and I love it. Love it, that's all I can say. Bom dia! The sun is bright this morning and we are off to a fun adventure, but first we're dropping off our clothes at a laundromat because that's a really big part of being on the road. We pack really light, we pack really simple. So usually about once a week we gotta drop a bunch of clothes off to be washed. We are at Sucuri River. We're getting ready to go snorkeling. This is one of the most beautiful places people come to see in Bonito. It's really shallow, tons of fish, crystalline, clear blue water. We're getting ready to go snorkeling and see how beautiful it is. Taking a little break. We're on this little boat. You can get out and warm up a little bit. I've had an incredible experience so far. What do you think, Sherman? Good.
Pode tirar foto pra gente?
We just went snorkeling down the Rio Sucuri, which means the Anaconda River. It's called Anaconda River because it's got all these bends in it. And they didn't say that there are actually anaconda in the river, but it's really bendy like a snake. The water was crystal clear. They call it the most crystal clear water in a river in the world. So we got in the water. The water was cold, but it was truly crystal clear. The way that the light comes and hits the water, it gives it this kind of this blue tint to it, and it's beautiful. Very clear, calming, peaceful. There were lots of fish, huge fish. I forgot the names of the fish.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
No.
And we floated down for about just a little bit over a mile, and it was very relaxing and enjoyable and very beautiful. What do you think?
I loved it. I loved it. This was my first experience ever doing anything like that, and I'm all about communing with nature. And today we were all fish, like literally. It was the first time I ever like had a full mask on and was totally just able to completely relax and just float in the water. And when my ears were all the way in the water, it was just silent, and you could even hear your heartbeat. It was amazing. And I was watching these big fish just float in front of my face, and what I saw that was them like eating. And you kind of feel like fish, like you normally see them kind of nibbling at things, but when they're down, their mouths open like really big, those fish we saw in this river. And they kind of have this soft skin that floats over rocks and the plant life under there, and the skin like floats over the top and like eats. It's how they eat. So it was really cool to watch them. I also saw this cool school of fish, something I never saw before. First of all, I learned that all the fish groups stay out of the sun. They go into the shade. So wherever there's like an overhanging tree or something, they're in the shade. So I float past and I look and I see this big, thick school of a ton of big, huge fish floating near the surface. And then under that were their babies all floating under them. And it was just so cool. I just looked at that, and it's something I would never see otherwise. Certainly not in real life. And I just loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Then there's another experience I had where I'm still just floating, totally relaxed, breathing underwater with clear vision. Like, it was just so relaxing. But then my ears were out of the water, and I could hear the breeze and the birds and the nature. And I was just like, this is a surreal moment of just like pure immersion into the earth and nature. And I just loved it. I loved it so much. It was a beautiful experience.
And another thing that I've never seen before is the water, the spring water naturally coming up from the ground. And that's where all the water from this river is coming from. It's coming from underground. It's not coming from
rain or
that's
the ocean. Yeah, the source is underground.
You can actually see the sand kind of bubbling up from the ground, and that's the water coming into the river.
It was amazing. There were a lot of points of just water coming up from the earth, just fresh mineral water. I love that. I love this place. I love traveling in Brazil. Bonito means beautiful, and it is exactly that. Incredible. We have just arrived at Gruta do Lago. What is it called? Gruta do Lago Azul. We have just arrived at Gruta do Lago Azul, which is the Blue Water Cave. And it was discovered by a farmer in the 1940s.
They found a pretty big cemetery, around 15 meters long, and they found like 3 different species of giant sloth. They even found a human leg bone, which is funny because that scared the scientists. There's like no other evidence of human presence, and also there's like 3 different species of animals, like tiny animals that live under there, and they only live in the dark. That's why you can't see them. It looks like there's not much life, but
There is.
there's.
We're on our way out of the cave, and I just wanted to share that was really cool. This is one of those Earth Mother moments where it's incredible and vast, and nature over time is like almost like impossible. The way they build these, the way they naturally form these huge stones and formations, and the water down here, which is really cool. You get the sense that it is sacred ground, sacred territory here, and it's an honor to visit it. Also, we found a similar cave all the way across Brazil in Chapada Manchina a few years ago, back when the kids were little. I'm gonna share this video here of finding another cave like this in Chapada Manchina, where scientists discovered a lot of animals and life, and it was another really cool experience. And this is the beauty of Brazil.
Check out this tree. This tree is a fig tree. It was planted in 1979. It's got over 1,000 square meters of shade, and it serves as a resting point for all the visitors who come here to this park. Let's go lay down. We're at the São Miguel Caves. We're on the trail going down there. Today's a rainy day, and so for a lot of the activities, outdoor activities, are closed, but this cave is still open, and it's actually one of the less expensive activities to do. I think this will take 2 hours to go through, like an hour and a half maybe. And whether it's raining or sunny, this place is always open. So on a rainy day like this, it's kind of nice to go on a cave tour. It's called São Miguel Caves, and it's not too far away from the center of the city. Something that Truman mentioned to me was that the stalagmites take longer to grow than the stalactites. The stalactites grow faster than the stalagmites. He showed me an example of that back in the cave.
That's cool. What did you learn about this cave?
It's like 60 million years old. And also like when the water dripping comes down, it makes like coral like formations. And I thought that was really cool because I didn't see that in the other video.
Tonight we are in downtown Bonito. It's a cute little city center. It's small, you could walk everywhere. There's cute shops, like gift shops. There's also a lot of good like acai, pizza, hamburger restaurants. It's cute down here, but there's also not much to it. Bonito has been amazing. You want to come here if you love nature and you want to see all kinds of tropical birds in flight in nature, and then of course all the amazing nature stuff that you've seen so far, plus more. But I'll tell you, it's expensive. All of the paseos, like all the little activities we did, minimum are 100 reais per person, and we're a family of 7, so every time like that was starting to add up. One thing we have on our side is that we have our car with us. Otherwise, transportation is 70 reais a person everywhere you want to go, so we haven't had to worry about transportation, which has been nice. Just a heads up, most of the activities are for kids 8 and older, and luckily our youngest is 9. But most everything here is meant for kids over 8, so just a heads up there. Also, make sure you bring toe-closed shoes. A lot of people bring flip-flops, and there's a lot of hikes and slippery surfaces, so you'll need to rent closed-toed shoes if you don't bring them, so make sure you bring, even just light water shoes are fine. But otherwise, I would say that Bonito is expensive, so budget for food and activities every day.
I'm putting in our reservation for our alligator. Yeah, hello. Can we please put a reservation in for 7 people? Oh.
Yeah, Dad.
They're closed.
Portuguese.
Sorry, they're closed.
No, Dad, it's Portuguese.
Okay, so this is jacaré. This is alligator meat, and we just got a little bit to try.
I'm gonna try it first.
And Macy's gonna try it first.
Truman, hand me your plate.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah, it tastes like chicken.
Is it good? I think it's kind of weird that we're actually eating such a scary animal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does taste like grilled, like good grilled meat. It's moist. It's good.
Camber, do you like it?
It's good with the sauce.
Thank you.
Mom, are we allowed to eat lime? You said it was bad for you.
So I just want to point out that here in this area, we have found Snickers with coconut, Snickers with lime, and Snickers with maracuja. I doubt you'll find this in the States, and I just think it's a cool, funny, unique thing here in this region of Brazil. Okay. Hey. These are our rooms.
Aloha.
How's it going?
Good.
Having a snack? We got fishies on the wall. Bunch of beds in here. And a bathroom. Yeah, I see. Simple bathroom. Okay. All right, this is it for our Bonito trip. Please stay tuned for the next video, which is going to be the Pantanal. We're going to be staying at a fazenda and doing a ton of more activities, having more adventures. So stay tuned for that next video, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching our videos and coming along with us on these adventures. Ciao.